Hi, welcome to our channel DC42 Reddit. I am 36. Have to decide to stay my GF, F37, or leave her to find someone else to start a family. My GF and I have been trying for kids over 2 years now. We spent over $150K and tried everything. She was the one who really wanted kids. I was happy to partake because I want a family as well. After trying all the treatments, we finally came to the conclusion that it is not going to happen. She just told me that lately she has been trying for kids just to make me happy. I am in between. I love her. I have never loved anyone like how I love her. We have been together for 4 years and I am debating if I should leave. I would like to have kids someday, and I am worried I will resent not having them. I would appreciate any advice from Redditors who had to make a similar decision. What kind of experience did you have? Update. I kept getting the same questions. Here are some answers. She is burned out, stating that she doesn't want to think about kids or adopt. Yes, guys, we know she is the problem, and I am fine. When you start fertility treatments, very early on and consistently, they test both the partners. No, I am not a troll. I am simply seeking advice from people who might have had to make a similar choice in their lives. No matter which direction I go, there will be some resentment and disappointment. Option 1. I accept that I will not be a father. Option 2. Let go of the woman I love to follow my dream to be a father. Honestly, if you're considering leaving her because she can't give you kids, then yes, you should leave. She can find someone that loves her regardless of if she can have kids. There are plenty of guys that never want kids. And you can find someone that can give you what you want. That's all I can say. How about you folks? Got any advice? Put it on our comment section, and here's one of a comment from Reddit people. From Midwich23. And what happens if you try to have kids with someone else? And it doesn't happen? Gonna move on from her too? There are other options available. If you love this woman, explore them, or counseling to learn other ways of fulfillment. Coming up next is a new story. 28F and 26F. He wants me to wait 5 years, would you wait? I28F and my partner 26M work. He is full-time and I am part-time. I have a 2-bedroom council house. He resides with his grandma in an extension of his own. He's currently rent-free so he can save for a mortgage, which he has only started saving for this year. He has 1.5K saved, so a very long way to go. He thinks it'll take 5 years. I predict more 10 years easily with current prices. Any whom he has said we, myself and 6-year-old daughter, can move in with him when he gets a house, which won't be for a long time. I mentioned to him about living with me briefly, to which he said it becomes complicated to move in with me, and I said we could sort it all out together, to which he changed the subject and went back into rambling about his mortgage. I have made a few remarks about waiting 5 years and my distance towards it. And he just says, I know it sucks, but it's just how is. And it's really doing my head in, to be honest. I literally have a house here that I live in with room, and rather than us putting our brains together and incomes together for him to live here with me, he is too devoted to his mortgage. He hates where he is currently living also, so it makes little to no sense to me. I'd wait another year, no problem. Would have been 2 years. But 5... and then some, because there's no way he'll have 10% or a 3-4-bedroom house mortgage in bloody Hampshire. In 5 years, it's impossible without my help. I also suggested that I help him save to quicken the process for him and for me. But he said I have enough of my own stuff to save for, and it becomes complicated with my name on it. He doesn't seem to want me on it for some reason. It just seems like this is his goal and I'm part of the end plan and not the current plan of, that makes sense. I don't get why he won't just come to live with me while we save together. This seems like his plan and not mine, and I don't feel involved. I feel considerate, as obviously he said we can move in once. He has a home, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem or feel right. My question is, would you wait 5 blimmin' years to live with your partner? While they save for their own mortgage? I swear couples usually save together. This relationship is perfect apart from this. Edit. We've been together 11 months, so it is a premature relationship, and perhaps this contributes to why it hasn't been discussed properly or moved into that stage. Yet perhaps I am being impatient on the subject. I don't wish to immediately live together. I just like to have a plan involving both parties, but it seems off the topic. He won't even stay at mine if he has an early shift, 6 a.m. starts. I do believe I am probably a little more mature in regards to moving the relationship forward after all. There is a 2-year age gap. I come from a heavily traumatized background while his has been reasonably good. Personally, I wouldn't wait. After 5 years, there had already better be some rings on my finger, not just moving in. It sounds like he just doesn't want to live with you and everything after that is an excuse. How about you folks? Any advice? Now let's hear from one of our Reddit peps. A comment from After Distribution 69. No. If you live in England, there is no common law marriage. So if the house is solely in his name, you have no rights to it, unless you are married. And he can kick you out at any time with no notice, as you are not a tenant. I would also not let him move in with you. If you break up, you may not be entitled to the same benefits you are currently on, as the UC rules have changed. He seems completely focused on himself. That's not a good long-term partner. That's all for today, folks. See you on next post.